Howdy, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Albert Engel's Pro Career and Pro Cycling Manager 2024. We are entering into the Euro Championships in this episode, the individual time trial and the road race. Not long after will also be the World Championships. So Albert's out to regain some rainbow stripes and also gain some blue, dark blue, and gold star stripes. That's the Euros for you. It's a pretty cool jersey, actually, the Euros. I do like it. All right, let's get into this time trial and take a look at what the parcours have on for us. And here we are from Alkmaar to Alkmaar in the Netherlands. It's only a short one, about 22 and a half Ks in length, but Albert's in really nice form, 90% fitness now coming off that Volta win. Having a look at the team up for selection, it could have been Niels Pollitt, but it's going to be Maximilian Suchman alongside him. He's fellow Bora rider. All right, let us get in and see if we can't manage to secure some new jerseys for Albert to have. He's never won the Euros before, either the road race or the time trial. Can he do it today? Right, no fancy intro. We've only got 34 riders taking part in Euros, but they're all very, very highly rated time trialists. Like Volta's the first rider off. Then you got Dunbar. Yeah, Mulligan's there as well. He's a very good time trialist. Pierre Latour as well. Jesus. Nordhagen's there. Shout out to the Ineos career mode. We're looking at signing him currently. Casper Asgren. Yeah, quite a few big names. All right, let's jump forward in time till, oh, there it goes, wow. Till Albert is on the start ramp. Alrighty, here is the favorite of the day, Albert Engel on the start ramp. We're going to probably pop him around 79, 80 effort, I think, to begin here. It is short, but I can't really remember the last time I did a 22k length TT. We'll just have a quick look early on. 79 is a bit too easy. Let's pop it up to 81 potentially. That is the number. Kind of the goal in these ones is to match the yellow to the finish line, but also potentially be using a bit of the red as we come across the finish line. Now, 82 was also too easy. 83 is too easy. We're going to have to up him to 86, I think, and start using some of that red a little bit early. We'll get a time check pretty early, pretty soon. We're going to if we basically the numbers here work just as a quick explanation. 85 is the cusp before you start using red bar. Red bar is affected by resistance level, which is this number down here. Albert is very good at that one. Oh, he's on today too. 12 seconds up on Remco. Perfect. I think we're pacing this pretty well. He's got plenty of reds still in stock. We've got 9k to go, and we can see Remco. Remco can also see the rider in front of him, Bissiger. So it's not like Remco's going slow, but Albert's just flying at the minute. We're going to keep him on 86. That's under the 5k to go banner. It might be timed almost to perfection. We could potentially move him to 87 under the final K to go banner, just so we use all of that red. There we go. We're going to do it. Yep, up to 87. Remco's been across the line. He's put 10 seconds into Wout. What's going to be for Albert? Whoa, a 31-second win over Remco, and that is it. He's crowned a Euro champion for the first time in his career. That is massive. Taking a look down the rest of the podium, Wout was in third, 41 seconds back. Jonas Vingegaard in good form, ahead of the worlds potentially. That he might be looking at 45 seconds back. Stefan Kung in fifth, Bissiger in sixth. It was Miroslav Kotnik from Slovenia. He's a youngster, actually, a new rider, regen or a new gen or whatever we call that, coming through in seventh, riding only for a development squad as well. So rider for the future, one we need to keep our eye on. Oa Lazcano in 8th, Casper Asgren 9th, and Thyman Arensman in 10th. Tobias Foss, our Bora teammate, managed 11th. All right, let's get into this road race so we can see what can we. All right, and we are here now at the road race. It is flat. It features some cobbles. It's going to be tricky for Albert to win this one, if I'm honest. However, having a look at the team, we've got Zimmerman coming along, Nico Dans, Max Walshard, and Niels Pollitt. Niels Pollitt, a potential favourite. I'm surprised they're not bringing Tim Torn Tuttenberg. He is arguably our best hope at a medal here. Albert could feature. We're just going to have to be a bit crafty in this final, I think. All right, let's get into the action and see what we can whip up in this one. We're going to have to get very creative with our moves and see if we can't get a surprise.
The race has cobbled sections that are renowned for testing both bikes and their riders. You've got to know what you're doing.
Very true. The cobbles are pretty tricky to navigate. Niels Pollitt's a puncher outsider, apparently. We're starting right at the back, however, there's only 83 riders, so we can slip through everybody. 173k in length. This is going to be a very, very tricky one for us. We'll move Albert back up to 70, and whilst these early attacks happen, because I don't think... My kind of theory in this one is it's going to have to be a very small breakaway going off the front with such a little peloton behind. There won't be much firepower to try and keep things in check. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, I think would rather not see. Yeah, that's only 4 riders. That's a bit better. Perfect. Okay. We'll jump forward in time to where a bit more action is kicking off. All right, we're just exiting our second taste of the cobbles there. They don't look too difficult to navigate, if I'm honest. We have ramped the speed a little in the peloton. It is the Germans on the front at the moment. Zimmerman doing a bit of the damage. Cantor as well is in the relays at the moment. Walshard is sitting pretty high up the bunch. We've got Dens protecting us. Niels Pollitt is floating around a little bit further back just there. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, we're only got 2 minutes 25 to the front of the race, 100k to go. There was only 3 riders in the end that actually made it into that break as well, so things are pretty well under control. However, looking at our competition, there is one Mr. Wout van Aert. There is also a Warrenshold here, a very, very fast sprinter. We've also got Mads Pedersen and Stefan Kung potentially as well. I'm not too sure how this will go. I think attacks for sure is what's going to happen, but yeah, she's going to be a tricky finale. We'll jump forward another 30k or so where I'd expect fireworks to start happening. Right, we're here at around the 65k to go mark. We're just looking at Wout van Aert and we're looking at Albert. Albert's feeling a little bit better at the moment. This is kind of good news. The Swiss have hit the front now and really ramped the pace once again. We're about to go through the next cobble section. We're just going to move Albert up to around the 80 effort. Don't want to be on the wrong side of the splits, one of my favorite sayings. But yeah, it is all good at the moment by the looks of it. Walshard's still on the front. He has been ramping it, essentially. Zimmerman as well has done a lot of the early work, and Cantor is sitting around now as well. Niels Pollitt's sitting just a little bit further back, but he still looks likely to be able to help us in this finale. All right, we'll go forward another 20 Ks unless somebody is on the attack, which we'll catch up and show you guys. Oh, we've got an attack. Christophe Laporte has gone on the move. Looks like the Norwegians, the Dutch, and the Belgians are reactive to it. Welshard coming through as well, or he was actually delivering biddens. Look, Christophe Laporte, dangerous rider. Do not get me wrong, but I'm not that concerned about him. I don't want to exactly say it, but he's a little bit past his best. He was definitely a dangerous rider maybe 2 or 3 seasons ago in our career, but yeah, right now not the dangerous rider he once was. Ben Turner though, now that's a different story. We're hoping the Swiss or the Belgians react to that one. I think they are. Bettiol as well was interested in moving, but Ben Turner, a big, dangerous diesel kind of style rider. We don't want to let him get rolling too much. Albert sitting in the wheels well at the moment, just looking around us. Wout just ahead of us. He's starting to come a little bit better, riding a bit more conservative now that we're getting closer to the finale. We've got 40k to go. Looks like Ben Turner's being caught by the Belgians and the Dutch at the moment, and Christophe Laporte as well is starting to fade. I want to get a little bit closer before I start to kind of kick into some action. But I'm going to up Albert's effort now. The peloton has really ramped the pace. Bettiol as well on the attack once again. Just watching at the front, there goes Verkeck. Stefan Kung was looking at moving. Don't think that's going to really go anywhere, but I do want to adjust Albert's effort up to 85. That's the highest before we start using red bar. Wout hasn't moved. That's kind of the big news. That should keep the Belgians interested in working the front. But so are the Norwegians. They obviously got high hopes in Walshard, our former Uno X teammate. All right, we've only got 3 more laps to go. That's 3 more circuits across the cobbles. Mads Pedersen managed to move. Oh no, it's actually Casper Pedersen has managed to move off the front. That's an interesting move. Obviously, the Danes trying to play something for Mr. Mads later on. He's riding somewhere near us. I can't quite see him at the moment. I'm very interested. There's Niels Pollitt. He's coming through. He wants to bring it all back together for this cobbled section. Eckhoff's there as well. We've got Warren Schold, Vandenberg, Eckhoff. There's Stefan Kung. Looks like he might be interested. No one moving on that lap. Okay, only 2 more times across those cobbles. We've still got a full peloton, but if we scroll backwards, yeah, it's bleeding all the time back here. I don't think many of these riders have much left in the legs. Jumping back up to Wout, just in time to see Abrahamsen, Verkeck, and Balmer going off the front. Niels Pollitt's still here, so we'll get some reactions from our team. I think Danny Van Poppel looks pretty good at the moment as well. I'm expecting some fireworks across this next cobble section, that is for sure. We've got Cantor. I might switch him on to protecting Albert. I know Dens actually looks really good still. We'll keep Dens on Albert. Yeah, at the moment, it's kind of kicking off, but not kicking off. Peloton is riding at such a high pace. We're sitting around 50k an hour, taking corners at 40 almost. It's pretty difficult for anyone to get away. There's Stefan Kung moving again. Walshard's in that move. Ben Turner and Bettiol's with him. I'm going to have to say I'd expect a Wout move across this next cobble section, so he might move Albert onto his wheel. That way we can react to any kind of surges from him. But no, nothing. That's the group all back together. Okay, that's a little bit interesting. The cobbles are very close to that final section there. We still have a fair few riders left that have potential to help us in the finale in Cantor, Dens, and Niels Pollitt. So what we're going to do is grab our 3 riders together and get them onto Albert's wheel, and Albert's going to keep sitting on Wout van Aert's wheel for now. Looking at the Dutch, they're riding for Kuj with a Denny Van Poppel lead out. That's dangerous. Mads Pedersen has managed to secure Kuj's wheel. We've managed to grab Wout's wheel, and we've got 3 riders behind us ready to help out. So let's just get ourselves a little bit more organized here. We'll reset the line. Actually, that's first move, and then we'll get Albert. Where's Dens? Oh, he's a little bit further back. Okay, so Dens can get Albert's wheel. Albert can have Cantor's wheel, I think, and then Cantor can have Niels Pollitt's wheel. Niels Pollitt's going to go effort 99 straight away, and Zimmerman can try and grab Denz's wheel, I think, just to be that real last bodyguard kind of style rider. All right, Niels Pollitt surging around these corners for us, doing a strong job. We got attacks from Rolschold looking to move. We've got Cantor's ready to go over the top just about here as well. Don't want to lose position. Ooh, it's getting cagey. We use Transcend himself with Cantor. We might have to try and move Dens in front of Albert here very quickly. We'll see if we can manage that because he can launch Sprint, pushing through nicely there. We've got Stefan Kung on our wheel. Albert's looking pretty good here. We might launch Sprint with him. We've got Kuj just in the wheels. We've got a left-hander swing open up for the line. Oh, Kuj way too strong. Absolutely dominant there. And it is Ulov Kuj, the Dutchman, taking the win. It's a Podium for Albert in third. Beck taking second, actually. Very strong sprint from him. Albert in third. Nico Denz managed fourth, so it's a third and fourth for the Germans. Stefan Kung in fifth after leading that sprint out or being involved in the sprint more or less. But yeah, it's just not enough for Albert. Ulov Kuj way too fast in that sprint. He was incredibly quick. That turn of speed he showed us. Clean, fresh, clean set of heels, I think is the saying. But yeah, absolutely dominated us. So third place, it isn't a road race at Euros just yet. The hunt continues, and the eyes now turn to the World Individual Time Trial Championships. We are trying to regain the rainbow bands once more. We have the German bands at the moment on, which is great. We managed to regain those this season. Albert's yet, he's entering really good form, 95% fitness. Oh, I'm pretty excited about next episode, guys. Join us tomorrow where we will be looking. I'm highly confident in securing a rainbow bands once more for the time trial and also the road race. Bit of a quick look at the road race. It does have some hills on it. I'll just wait for it to load across. It's almost there. It does have some hills on it, so high potential for Albert in a result. The hills are pretty close to the final as well. We're kind of thinking potentially an attack. Yeah, there it is. Kind of thinking maybe an attack across that final climb, or it might be a reduced peloton where Albert might be able to secure a sprint win. You can see the TT finishes up a hill as well. This is going to be really up Albert's alley. Very excited for that one. All right, guys, join us tomorrow. Give this episode a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out.